Hi, hello everyone. This is Kelly BL Chef and Yoshi. And
Hello.
surprise, hi. Surprise, surprise. Whoa, words. Surprise, surprise. We're watching MumuTofu season 2, episode 1. So you all here didn't know, but I watch and Yoshi and I religiously watched MumuTofu season 1
Every week, and then
every
we watched it every week, and then we would yell at each other about it in our Instagram DMs for like the rest of the day.
Yeah, basically. Obsessed. It's such a journey. If you haven't been watching it and you came in here and see this season 2, I really think it's good for you to go back and watch all of season 1. And if you can even if you got some money on hand, you can watch their reactions to each episode, but you can also find those on TikTok. Don't spend the money. You can find a lot of it on TikTok. Um, but it's really like this journey. You get to learn about them. I'm curious. See, there felt like an arc to their story, so I'm like,
hmm
what's this season gonna? What are they gonna do? But we kind of watch them kind of be like, I mean, straight up, be casually together to like not casual at
Not
all.
casual. This is
Mm-mm.
like these two. There is people who say that all BL couples are just fan service. I would casually point you to these two. Is all I'm gonna say about what I think about them.
It was, and I've watched stuff for a long time. I've watched shows like this for a long time, but it was just really interesting because in the beginning, you could tell they were different people and they were in different places in their idea of what was going on, which I thought was very vulnerable. Also, they really are very open about the control they want over the production of it, like the
hmm
creation of it, the recording of it. They really wanted to make sure it was as open as possible, but they also admit it's a show,
hmm
so there is a level of performance to it because they don't want us to be bored. They don't want to, they think they're boring, so they want to do fun things. They're like, we actually wouldn't have all these activities packed in a day, you know, in our normal life, but we want something to show you. So I really like that transparency
hmm
in what they did. I thought it was really, I know, I just really like it. So I don't
And
know.
it was just really interesting to see like how they developed over the course of the episodes, and like even kind of watching them learn like what they expected of each other, and how they wanted to be interacted with. Almost we got to see
Like,
like so much of.
yeah, like the first episode, Billy is cranky because Babe hasn't come to watch him practice for his fan meet performance. And Babe is confused the whole time. I actually want to go back and read. I wonder if we should do that too. Honestly, do a rewatch. I mean,
I'm
I
not
mean,
I mean, I'm not opposed if that's
I
a
feel like
if that's a
it
thing
would be.
people want.
I think it would be interesting just for me. I'm thinking about people to see what this it looks like now that we've reached the end. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
To go back because like Babe was so like, why does he need? What is the big deal? Like, why do you need me at your practice? Like, because
He was so confused. He
Babe is
was so confused.
he's not he's not like Billy is the teddy bear. I need you near me at all times, touching me, near me, like taking care of me. Like that's Babe. Babe is very self-reliant. You can tell he's been put through the ringer and he stands on his own 2 feet and he's just like, you do what you got to do and you make it work.
Mhm.
He's very rough around the edges. So like, I'm sure he's like, this is practice, go do your job. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not part of that. This is not my fan meet. You do, I support you, but I got other stuff I'm doing. And Billy's just like, you didn't come once.
You
Not
didn't
to
come
what?
watch me at all.
And so
And Babe
we
was just kind of like, why would I?
but it's also because they're at two different places. Because every time Billy talks, Billy was like, I was into him from the minute I saw him. I was just afraid to say it. So Billy is already in this very down bad place where I don't think Babe trusted any of that in the beginning. And he was just kind of like, okay, dude, like, you don't have to. Sometimes it felt like he was like, it's just us. You don't have to lay it on so thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like calm down. we're getting this done. And then after a while, he just wore that man down.
After a while, he was like, oh, okay, so this is just you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that pout is going to be pouting whether these cameras are here or not. Wait a minute. You really need me to do these things. Oh, okay. And then you have this whole full circle moment of Babe's concert, and he is over the moon that Billy is there. And you can tell he's like, oh, this is what this is. Oh, this is why you wanted this, because I really like this. Like Billy comes and brings him snacks and, talks to the staff and hangs out.
Just
So,
Billy just had like, it very much felt like, it feels very nice when my person is proud of me. And Babe was like realizing that that's what was happening.
yep.
And
And then
realizing that's how it made him feel.
yeah. And he was like, oh, wait, I think I want this too. Like you could tell things that maybe, I don't know if he didn't dare to want or just weren't high priorities in relationship for him, through Billy needing them and him providing those. By the end, he's like, no, wait, I do want this. Wait, this feels real good. So I love them so much.
I do.
Okay. I'm nervous. Okay.
I'm surprised. I did not think we were going to get more of this.
I really didn't. To be fair, this show did very well. It did very well. It had a very strong following. I think it did well for their partnership. I think it's part of the reason they have another show coming, because I personally don't think they were being pushed or advertised very well company wise. And so they took matters into their own hands. They continued to make themselves prevalent. And I still go back to that beach conversation. I don't know. They make me feel relaxed in how I watch them because they're like, no matter what, we've been through everything. So, we'll do our best to make all of this situation work. If it ends and this doesn't work, we don't end. And we know how to keep pushing through life because that's what we've always had to do. And I was just like, oh, that's such a refreshing conversation to hear a partnership have. And be like realistic about it, but not like dramatic about it either.
No. It was just a very open and honest conversation about like how they saw their relationship with each other. And it was very emotional and beautiful to see.
This is also going to be interesting because this was filming. We didn't know they were filming, right? So we know where they are now, where we just saw, Billy telling everybody he's saving money to build a family for them. But we're not there yet. So I wonder how far back we go. You know what I mean? We're going to be now.
Where are we in their timeline?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shut up now. I could talk about them all day.
Same.
หอมไหมหอมอ่ะเดสชอบจะแน่ๆเลยหัวใจแกมันสปาร์คไปเกียดเครื่องจะไปหาแถวเยอรมัน
Oh, Germany.
รุ่นเยอรมันหอมไม่อุ่นหรอก
Okay, this is the Germany family.
Season 2
So how long ago was that?
Oh, that was November. That was Thanksgiving. Whoa, yeah, November.
Yeah, so it's been a bit.
วันนี้ไม่ใช่ BillyBabe นะเพราะเราอยู่ใน
MUMU-TOFU Story
ซีซั่น
2
2เรื่องสองนะครับโอ้โห
เย้
คือ
ห่างหายไปนาน
ดีใจอีกแล้วที่ได้ทำอย่าพูดว่านาน
ห่างหายไปนาน
ไม่นานเลยจ้ะแป๊บเดียวเอาล่ะทุกคนคือตอนนี้เราก็อยู่ที่สนามบินสุวรรณภูมิแล้วกำลังจะเดินทางไปเมืองเบอร์ลินประเทศเยอรมนี
yes ถูกต้องนะครับ
แต่ว่าของเราเนี่ยก็จะมีแบบว่าเปลี่ยนเครื่องที่ไหนนะพักเปลี่ยนเค
ที่
รื่อง
ตุรกีครับที่อิสตันบูลแอร์พอร์ต ใช่
ก็จะเดินทางเรา
Babe's adorable. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for a little
so-
bucket hat.
ถ้าเราไม่
I'm a sucker for a little
He's
bucket
so
hat.
pretty
He's so
too.
cute.
All their recent photos, he looks beautiful in
ไป
all of
ที่
them.
ตุรกีแอร์พอร์ตซะหน่อย
ขอไปเดินแป๊บหนึ่ง
เออ
เนาะนอนหลับเปล่าเมื่อวานอะ
นอนหลับเหรอ หลับ เพราะว่ายังเป็นเวลาปกติของไทยอยู่
หลับ
แต่ว่าไปถึงนู้นนะเจ็ตแลกแน่นอน เพราะว่าต้องช้ากว่า 6 ชั่วโมง
ช้าก็แต่ว่าฉันน่ะเป็นไทม์โซนที่ฉันนอนตี 3อ่ะฉันน่าจะได้อยู่วะ
ได้อยู่
แต่ว่ามันจะไม่ได้ตรงตื่นเช้าวันนี้นี่แหละ
วันแรกอ่ะ ดี
ใช่ไหม
นะที่วันแรกเขายังให้เราได้แบบว่าได้พักผ่อนแต่ว่ามันก็เป็นวันเที่ยวนะถ้าเป็นวันเที่ยวแต่ว่าก็ดูสภาพเอาพรุ่งนี้ จะเจ็ตแลกไหม
คือใครที่รอติดตามดูรูปเนี่ยบอกเลยว่าขึ้นอยู่กับว่าเหนื่อยไม่เหนื่อยนะ
ดูสภาพ
ต่อสู้กับอากาศเนาะ
อุ้ยเขาบอกว่าดูเมื่อวานอะ2 องศาเองนะ
2
1 องศา 2 องศา
อุ้ยฉันชอบหนาวๆมาก
ตาย
เล
แน่
ย
เลยอะดูดิแค่สนามบินคุณก็หนาวเนี่ยตอนเนี้ย
ฉันปล่อยจอยเลย
This
Yeah,
feels
he's
so.
yeah.
นี่เตรียม
This
เสื้อกันหนาว
feels
เตรีย
so
ม
like
ที่เทค
just
มาเพียบ
domestic. Just like
Yeah.
เหมือนกัน แต่ว่าถ้าไม่พอก็จะหาคนแถวนี้ก่อน
เตรียมด้วยกัน
จะไป
I'll just hug someone
Just
around
hug.
here.
หนุ่มเยอรมันหอม ไม่อุ่นหรอก
They're not warm
หนุ่
enough.
มนครสวรรค์นครสวรรค์
ใช่จะบอกว่าตอนเนี้ยคืออากาศกำลังหนาวเลยนะ ในทุกที่
ใช่
ในประเทศที่แบบว่าหิมะตกหรือว่าอะไรอย่างเงี้ยก็เริ่มที่จะเป็นเฟิร์สโนกันแล้ว
เดี๋ยวเราไปเช็คอินแล้วก็เดี๋ยวไปเจอข้างในด้วยครับ
ได้
เรากำลังไปอาคารซัตเทอร์ไลท์กัน เพราะเกรดอยู่ตั้งเกรด S
ก็คือเกรดใหม่
บอกเลขเลย S 117เผื่อใครจะซื้อ
ฉันเริ่มหิวข้าว
ต้องกินเดฟูกุไม่พอ
ฉันเริ่มหิวข้าวเลย
เดี๋ยวเราไปซื้อกินที่ เรามีประสบการณ์ เพราะว่าครั้งที่แล้วอ่ะเราคิดว่าซัตเทอร์ไลท์อ่ะจะไม่มีของกินนะให้เราซื้อกันตรงเนี้ยไปถึงนู้นปุ๊บของกินเต็มของกินเพียบเลย
แกแล้วถ้าไปถึงมันเจออากาศหนาวตู้มแล้วแกจะใส่พวกฮีทเทคทันหรอ
ก็เดี๋ยวไปเข้าห้อง
อยู่ในนี้
น้ำ
เหรอ
ใช่
ฉันก็เตรียมมาอยู่ในนี้เหมือนกัน
มีฮิตเจ็บ
แบ
แล้ว
บ
ก็
ผ้า
มี
พันคอถุงมือ
แผ่นฮิตแพดด้วยมาตรงนี้
Oh, heat packs.
จะบอก
Okay.
ว่าทริปนี้อ่ะเราไม่ได้นัดชุดกัน
ใช่
เพราะว่ามีแต่คนเร่งรีบ
วันเดย์มิราเคิลบอกแล้วเมื่อวานยังลงอยู่เลยว่าจัดกระเป๋า
เมื่อวานฉันเพิ่งได้แบบว่าอุปกรณ์ครบอ่ะอย่าเรียกว่าอุปกรณ์เลย
ได้อุปกรณ์
material
ทีเรียลในการที่จะแต่งองค์ทรงเครื่อง
ถูกรอดู
รูปเป็นล้าน
บางทีเราอาจจะเปลี่ยน
Why
ชุด
they wait
เล่น
so
ๆ
late?
ก็ได้ไม่ได้ไปไหนหรอกอาจจะเป็นโลเคชั่นเดิมไปขึ้นไปเดี๋ยวเราขึ้น
I mean, I feel like this trip is announced a long time ago.
Mhm.
ดีมาก
เดินเขาเรียกว่าต้อง
I can't live my life like that.
I 100%. I will be packing the day before we leave for New York.
เครื่อง
No.
ไม่เชื่อไม่อะไรทั้งนั้นหรอกนอนทั้งนั้นแหละที่จะนอน เอาล่ะทุกคนตอนนี้ขอขึ้นนิดนึงเพราะว่ามันจะติดคนอื่นเยอะ
มันจะเขินเขา
ขอขึ้นรถไฟเป็นหน้าเกตนิดนึงขึ้นแล้ว
กำลังชอบให้ลองถ่ายรูปให้ตอนแรกถือกล้องมาคิดว่าเขาถ่ายรูปหน่อยนะเขาเป็นแฟนมูมูเต้าหู้
nice shot
ถ่ายรูปไปหน่อยครับ
โอเค
ทำยังไงตอนแรกคิดว่าเขาเอาโทรศัพท์มาจะเป็นเขาถ่ายมูมูเต้าหู้เลยเขาเป็นแฟนคลับเจอคุณน้าบอกถ่ายรูปไปหน่อย
That's
Have a great
hilarious.
มาหาที่พักที่ยูนิเวอร์แซล
ทำไมไม่เตรียม
Oh my god. Imagine
ถามได้ว่า
having. Oh,
so
ญี่ปุ่นก็เอา
funny.
ไป
นี่แต่ว่าฉันเชื่อว่าฉันเอาสักอุ้ย
ชอบเป็นแบบ
that's so funny. Imagine like a week later you find out that the two twinks you had take your picture in the airport.
ฉันจะบอกว่า
Like
สิ่งนี้ที่ฉันเตรียมมา
celebrities.
แกได้ใช้ด้วยแน่นอนคือที่ฉีดตูดไฟฟ้า
A
เพราะว่าเขามี
bidet.
ที่ฉีด
จ
ตู
ริ
ด
งเหรอ
เออ
อ่ะเขามีแต่ทิชชู่เหรอ
อืม
เอาแล้วแกจะเอาที่จิตตัวไฟฟ้าไงคือเติม
น้ำ
น้ำ
ชาร์จแบตแล้วเป็นขวดน้ำแล้วเป็นหัวแล้วก็
จ
ฉี
ริ
ด
งเหรอ
ฉันซื้อมา
เลิศเกิน
แกได้ใช้แน่นอน
เลิศ
ฉันบอก
เกิน
ไม่งั้นแกตายแน่
มัน
No,
จะมี
not us talking about a portable bidet.
ที่ใส่ใจสุขภาพตูด
Okay.
Oh.
ได้เท่ากับ
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Whoa.
I have a feeling the feelings are
ถ้ามันไม่ใช้ที่ฉี
mutual.
ดตูดมันเสียเวลามากนะ
มันจะแสบใช่ไหม มันจะแสบบ
างทีมันอาจจะซิปได้อะเข้าใจปะ
เลิศ
ไหนอะ
This is too much information.
800แหมซื้อไปเถอะมันได้ใช้อยู่แล้วของอะไรอย่างเงี้ยไปเสียดาย
ครั้งที่แล้วซื้อไปเท่าไหร่วะตอนไปญี่ปุ่น
ญี่ปุ่นก็ซื้อเหรอ
เองใช่ซื้อก่อนไปญี่ปุ่น
อืม
หาไม่เจอ
เราไปถึงเนี่ยก็เป็นวันพักผ่อนของเราเลยเราก็จะได้พักผ่อนอะไรยังไง
นี่ถึ
แบ
ง
บว่า
ไปถึงก็ประ
หนึ่
มาณ
งวัน
3 ทุ่มแล้ว3 ทุ่ม
นอนแล้วอีกวันหนึ่งก็เป็นวันพักผ่อน
วันพักผ่อน
จอย
They talk nonstop.
ๆเออ
คือทั่วหลายที่ไม่พอ จะหลอกคน
I'm sure some
ดู
of that
ว่า
is
เราไป
Yeah,
แบบ
Adelaide,
ประ
yeah.
มาณ 4-5 ชุด
แต่พูดว่าจะหลอกถ้าพูดเฉลยหมดแล้วกฎของหนังมายากลคือห้ามเฉลย
ทุกคนรู้ว่าเราไปแค่ไม่กี่วันแต่ทำไมอุ้ย
ไม่
ทำไมชุดเย
คือ
อะหลายวัน
จริงๆเราเดินทางก็2 วันกว่าแล้วนะ
ใช่เพราะ
มัน
ว่า
แล้วเราไป5 วันทั้งหมดอ่ะมันก็มีเวลาแค่
5
3 วัน
days
แล้วเรา
and
ก็
2
โช
of
ว์
them
2 วัน
traveling.
that's so much.
เท่ากับว่าเราก็พักผ่อน1 วัน
1 วัน
ตอนแรกมีรอบ
So
เดียว
much
ใช่ไหม
time
แล้วก็
traveling
โชว์วันเดียวเราก็พักผ่อน2 วันเงี้ยแทนตอนแรกแต่ว่าไม่เป็นไร
ดีเลย
ดี
เอาให้หนำใจ
ถูก
โชว์ให้
I
เต็ม
wonder
ที่
if
ไปเลย
they're the extra person's there and if they're gonna do a better job hiding them this time.
I wonder.
หอมไหม
I'll just bring him back and have him ask
Obvious.
questions.
มาดิ
I always look
We're
to see
so
someone
done
they
with
have,
him.
but we haven't had those shots, so I don't think
เดี๋ยวบ้า
that the person's
Yeah.
there.
This feels like just
คน
them.
เยอะแยะ
Yeah,
They were
it's all
so
been
done with that
close-ups.
guy. They were so done with that guy by the end of the show.
Poor guy, he's just doing his job.
แล้วเดี๋ยวเราไปหาข้าวกินกันนะจ๊ะแล้วอิ่มแล้วโอ้โหไป
Oh wow, okay, they ate. All right.
เรื่องที่เขาสั่งไว้ใส่กินเป็นไงพริกชับ
เราได้ถ่ายตอนสั่งเราไม่ได้ถ่ายตอนสั่งแกกินอะไรกะเพราเนื้อไม่เผ็ด
เผ็ดไม่เอาไข่ดาวที่เขาใส่
ให้ไข่ดาวแล้วก็ให้อะไร
พริกด้วย
They gave you. Oh no.
ดีแล้วเช้าๆแบบกินพริกหน่อยมันจะได้แบบว่า
เรามี
There's so much bathroom
เรา
talk
มีที่ฉีด
because we got the
อัตโน
portable. Are they selling this bidet?
ใช้แน่นอนบอกเลย
Check the description if there's a link.
Yeah. Usually they would have showed it by now. It's just a lot of bidet talk. Those look like comfy seats.
Mhm.
คือมีเรื่องให้ตื่นเต้นไงเมื่อกี้
อีกแล้ว เรื่องก็คือ
ว่าจะชิลว่าจะไม่มีอะไรเกิดขึ้นแล้ว
ไปนอนคอ
เออ
ด้วยความที่อยากถ่ายรูปถ่ายคอนเทนต์เยอะไปหน่อย
ถูกเราก็พยายามที่จะเก็บภาพเก็บอะไรตอนที่แบบว่ารอขึ้นเครื่องไง
จนแบบแกเดี๋ยวไปเข้าห้องน้ำก่อน
เดี๋ยวไปเข้าห้อง
นี่ก็
น้ำ
เดินแล้วก็บอกไปให้สักพักS117 ไปนอนคอ
เออ
แล้วก็ดู
ชิมรอและนี่ไม่ได้ยินอะไร
Oh no.
เอาไปนอนคอแล้วมาเร็ว
ฉันงงเลยอ่ะคือด้วยความที่เครื่องมันดีเลย์ถูกไหมแล้วจากที่มันจะต้องบินแต่ว่า
10ในนั้นบอก10 โมงแต่เราไปดูอันนั้นมันบอกดีเลย์10 โมงครึ่ง
ใช่10 โมงครึ่ง
เราก็เลยแบบสบายใจไปหน่อย
ใช่แล้วพอ10 โมงไม่10 โมงนิดๆอ่ะเราก็ยังแบบจอยๆอยู่
ด้วยจานคิดว่า10 โมงครึ่งไง
ก็ใช่ไงหอบเลยไม่ทันคว้าถ่ายเลยเมื่อกี้ วิ่งเลย
หอมนิดนึง
ที่นั่งวันนี้เป็นไง
Oh, that would stress me out.
Yeah.
Ah, they have leg room. Nice.
Look at all that leg room.
ดีแล้วที่ได้ที่นั่งตรงนี้
ใช่แต่ แต่ต้องแลกมากับไฟอินสตูเมนต์ไม่
มีจอให้ดูไม่เป็นไรเรานั่งมองหน้ากัน
กิน
นะ
ไฟอินสตูเมนต์ไม่มี
Stare each other.
เดี๋ยวท้องนะ
เดี๋ยวแกท้องเหรอ
เดี๋ยวท้องเนี่ยมันท้อง
You'll get pregnant.
He said you're the one who's getting pregnant.
มองหน้ากันอะ
จริงเหรอ
หน้าแกตลก
ฉันเหมือน
So no one's gonna get pregnant.
คุยกับว่า
คุยกับอะไร
ฉันคุยกับ
มาลูกอย่า
หนุ่มเมืองเอกหนุ่มรังสิต
ทำไมอ่ะ
หนุ่มฟ้อหล่อเฟี้ยวหนุ่มฟ้อหล่อเฟี้ยวมีผมแค่เนี้ยอยากกวนละ
เรา
Is somebody watching something else, Yoshi?
ฉันไม่หลับ
I heard something about Mesopotamia.
คือตอนเนี้ย
I wonder if it's in their audio because I hear it too.
เพราะ
It's
ว่า
freaking me out. They haven't gone to the bathroom yet?
คือแบบว่าเรายังไม่ได้ปล่อย
Yeah, I
Wait,
don't
I'm
have
gonna
any.
pause for 1 second.
เราจะ
Oh, it's there.
It is their audio.
I was like, Mesopotamia. It's like, what is Lisa watching?
Somebody behind them is on TikTok 100%. Did you know in ancient Mesopotamia?
This whole, are they selling a bidet? Good Lord.
Like I said, check the description and that'll tell you. If there's a link, they're selling a bidet.
I'm still talking about the bathroom.
อะไรไม่มีมันขวดมันใส่มากกว่า100 ml อะไร
กดเลยกดใช้เลย
มันเอาขึ้นเครื่องไม่ได้มันต้องโหลดของกระป๋องมันใหญ่กว่า100 ml
ใหญ่มากนะ
มันประมาณ
Why are we talking about this?
ไม่มันประมาณ150 ml ที่ใส่น้ำอ่ะ
เดี๋ยวปืดเดียวก็ได้ไม่กี่ปืดเลย
They have to be selling
เรา
it.
ลองแล้ว
ลองกดดูแล้ว
แรงขนาดนั้นเลย
ฉีดปิ้วเลย
จุกแน่
ลองดู
I need us to move
เผื่อว่า
on.
มันไม่มีน้ำไม่มีท่าอะไรให้ใช้
They have to be selling it. When are we gonna see the brand?
ไปอิสตันบูล
ไม่อยากนอนเลยอ่ะ
จะดูจะเล่นเกมกันละ
กลัวฝันร้ายอ่ะ
ฝันร้ายแล้วมีแต่ฝันดีถ้าฝันร้ายก็กลัวฝันร้ายแล้วฝันร้าย thank you สรุป
เวลาเขามาเห็นช็อตเมื่อกี้พอดีเลยอ่ะเขินอ่ะ
มันคือเมนูจากมันไม่ใช่อินเดียจากเข้าเมืองอุ้ยมีภาษาไทยด้วย
นอนดีกว่าคน
What is that?
จะพาไปทัวร์ฮอกวอตส์
การเล่นสักที
แฮร์รี่พอตเตอร์
เล่นสักที
จะดูคุณแน่เลยคุณไม่ได้ยินเสียงตัวเองพูดอ่ะ
หูมากเลยนะตอนเนี้ยอะไร
พูดไม่เหรอ
พูดอะไร
ไม่ได้พูดไรมันไม่ได้ยินเนี่ย
ฉันเห็นปากแกไอ้พวกไม่จริงใจ
แล้วตอนนี้ก็คือเราทำอะไรอยู่อ่ะพี่แอร์ก็อยู่ข้างหลังมา
ไม่เป็นไรไม่เป็นไร
พี่แอร์บอกคุยภาษาเลย
เมื่อกี้เรานัวเนียกันก็เขาก็ไม่สนใจหรอกเขาก็ยื่นอันนี้ให้ฉันตื่นเต้นนะฉันอยากใส่ชุดหนาวๆแล้วอ่ะ
เราเป็นสนามก็
เราใส่ชุดหนาวๆแล้วอ่ะ
เราไปถึงเดี๋ยวก็จะใส่ให้ฉ่ำ thank you มาดามมีแอร์โฮสเตส
แอร์โฮสเตส
เอาแอสมาให้เผื่อใครบางคนแถวนี้แบบก็อดซิลล่าบุกตอนไปญี่ปุ่นเนี่ยโอ้โหคนเดียวเลยคำรามมันเครื่องเดี๋ยว
ฉันกลัวอะไรรู้ป่ะฉันกลัวกวนแกอะนอนไม่หลับอ่ะฉันก็เลยไม่ได้พิงไงฉันก็นอนอย่างนี้แต่ถ้านอนอย่างเงี้ยไม่มีก็อดซิลล่าแน่นอนแต่มีอะไรป่ะน้ำตก
น้ำตกเลยอ่ะ
Niagara Falls. They are too comfortable now.
นี่น้ำตกอ่ะ
เอาไปก็
นี่น้ำตก
อย่างน้อยถ้าเป็น
โอเคไม่รักกัน แค่นี้รังเกียจกันโอเคไม่รักกัน
Oh no.
เจอเจ๊แอร์วีน
คุ้มแล้วเนี่ย
ไปกลับนั่นก็กลับไปผมละ
ไปแล้วนอนดีกว่าเรากินข้าว
เรากินข้าว
เซฟเอเนอร์จีก่อนเนาะ
We really are just flying with them.
We're just on their vacation trip. It feels like, except they're going to work.
มื้อเช้า
But
ของเราสั่งอะไรมาจ้า
French toast
อ๋อ yes thank you
he's so polite.
ร้อนๆเลย
Such a
ร้อนๆเลย
sweetheart.
Mhm.
ของฉันเอา
That's
เป็
the
น
beauty of like
ชี
international
สแอนด์ออ
flights.
มเล็ต
You get like warm rolls and
Lot.
stuff. I was so shocked when I
แต่
went
ช้อน
to
สวยมากเลยอ่ะ
ช้อนเย็นเจี๊ยบเลย
wherever I went to, Malta.
เก็บกลับบ้าน
Wherever that place was.
แล้วก็จะกิน
We were on an international flight. It was so nice. The food was good. I had a warm croissant for breakfast.
ฉันว่าแกต้องมีเชื้อแบบว่าแบบพี่ๆเขาแน่เลย
ทำไมอ่ะเชื้ออะไรอ่ะ
เราเชื้อแบบแขกขาว
หรอ
แล้วดูมองเขาแล้วมองแกมองเขา
ด้วยเบ้าตาใช่ปะ
เออ
เป็นไปได้นะ ฉันก็ไม่เคยแบบว่า รู้ว่าญาติพี่น้องไกลๆอ่ะเป็นใครเหมือนกัน
Oh, he doesn't know his other relatives?
น่าไปตรวจนะ ที่มันตรวจ DNA อ่ะ
On his dad's side?
DNA test อ่ะ
Does he not know his dad at
ไม่รู้
all?
เชื้อเยอรมันนะไม่รู้หร
I
อก
don't know. I've only ever heard him talk about his
แม่ฉันเป็น
mom.
คนอุดรพ่อจะเป็นคนจีน
รู้ว่ามันเป็นแขกขาวจะเหมือนเบฟเลย
เพราะว่าหน้าฉันก็เหมือนคนไทยนิดนึง แต่ก็ไม่เหมือนตี
มันเนี่ยฝรั่ง
มีเคล้าผิวอะไรอ่ะ
มันจะตาโตมาก
พ่อฉันก็หรอ นอนได้หรอ
เอามาแล้วพร้อมถอดไม่นอนอยู่แล้ว เพราะว่าดูจากลิสต์รายชื่อของหนัง
แต่ว่าเสียใจด้วยนะจ๊ะเราต้องแยกกันดูนะ เพราะว่าหูฟังเป็นแบบ
Oh, did they get entertainment?
นี่ไงอย่างนี้ก็แต่กันใช่ไหม
He said, it don't matter, we can share a headphone.
Mm-hmm.
ทรมานมาก
Not the heart.
Not
แกมันเหมือน
I feel like they got control over editing again because we were just.
we're just along for the ride.
Yep.
เขาจะเสิร์ฟของหวานเป็นอาหารเช้ากัน
But it's not like they're advertising any of the stuff. Like we don't know the airline. We don't know the brand of the bidet we spent so much time discussing.
ก็เป็นของหวานเป็นโยเกิร์ตเป็นอะไรอย่างเงี้ยว
านิลาสตรอเบอรี่
That's why I'm like, are they not selling it feels like they're selling the bidet, but we haven't
I don't
seen.
think that they are.
Yeah, they just discussed the bidet a lot.
Yeah. Normally, so it is like my plane. It was in the armrest.
ถ้าเป็นอะไรขึ้นมาแกจะได้เป็นก่อน
Babe's just real proud of his bidet.
เป็นโพสต์กับไข่ นี่ของฉัน นี่
Oh dang! I need to eat something. All I've had is cereal.
ก็มีชีส
Someone was like,
แต่เมื่อวาน
"You
จะกินปูดอง
plan your eating around these videos." I'm always shopping, waiting for food, eating. It's true. It's not on purpose, but it
ไข่
happens.
เยอะๆจะได้เจริญเติบโต
Why did you do that?
What's that look?
มันคือแบบมีพื้นที่ข้างหน้าเยอะมากแล้วก็เพิ่งรู้ว่าตัวอินไฟมันอยู่ในนี้
Yeah, it's in the
เต้า
armrest.
หู้มันสดตอนแรกบอกเลยนะจะซื้อเน็ต
จะซื้อเน็ตเกื
ไม่
อบ
ไหวแล้ว
ซื้อเน็ตแล้ว มันไม่มีจอให้ดูอ่ะ
น้อย
แล้วพอดีเขากำลังจะเสิร์ฟแบบว่าเบรกฟาสต์พอดีใช่ป่ะ นี่ก็เลยลงไปข้างล่าง
ขาโต๊ะ
หาโต๊ะ หาไปหามาหยิบขึ้นมาก็คิดว่าเป็นโต๊ะ เอ้าจอนี่ว่ามองหน้ากันแบบ
เฮ้ย
รอดแล้วดีใจอ่ะ
We survived.
จะดูหนังแล้วนะ
I love that they're like, we're not paying for internet.
เกเข้าหนังยังเก็บแบบ
Oh, they are going to watch a movie together because that's what besties do.
ทำไมก็ไม่รู้เลยเนาะ
Did they fully drop the besties moniker for season 2?
ดูหนัง
Oh. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
We'll have to go double check. Oh my goodness. Aw, he needs headphones.
เห็นไหมล่ะ
All right. Ooh, we got off the. Wait, Thailand. Oh, okay. Okay, we're in Turkey now. Woo. It's a long trip.
A long trip.
ได้กินข้าวไปก็คือชุบชีวิตขึ้นมาก
ใช่ นิดหน่อย
ได้กินข้าวแบบว่าแบบ
กรุบกริบ
แบบมื้อหลัก แต่ก็กินไม่ได้เยอะมากเนาะเรามากินอะไรกันเมื่อกี้ไก่
เรามากินร้านสลิม
ไปกิน
I wonder if they got rid of the third person this
ไก่
time.
หยัง
It feels like it. It feels like this is just them.
ช็อกโกแลต
Yeah. At least for this part.
เป็น
Yeah.
ช็อกโกแลตออกมอคค่า
ก็อยากจะกิน
We haven't gotten any faraway shots at
ช็อกโก
all.
แลตของเขาอาจจะไม่เหมือนเรา
กดถูกหรือเปล่าก
ดทุกไอซ์ช็อกโกแลตเปเป้
อ๋อ
one please สั่งเลสชูการ์แต่เขาบอก
And it
ว่า
feels like they're
มันไม่หวาน
intentionally making
ถ้าอยาก
sure
หวา
we
น
see it's just them.
หยิบ
Mhm.
ซองแอดออนมาให้
อ๋อ ก็คือเราจะไม่ต้องการหวานอยู่แล้วไง
แต่สั่งมาปุ๊บ
หวา
หวาน
น
เจี๊ยบ
คือคนที่นี่กินหวาน
โอเค
ก็อยู่ที่อิสตันบูล ณตอนนี้
สนามบิก็สวยนะ
สนามบินเหมือนห้าง
คือเดิน
It does look like a pretty
เดิน
airport.
แค่ฝั่งเดียว
Looks big though. They feel like they're walking
ใช่
forever.
ตรงนู้นอีกพอเราออกมาแล้วเลี้ยวซ้าย
เราไปที่
Thing that
เกต
threw
บี
me is
เนาะ
nothing
ใช่
in
ต่อ
the
3 ชั่วโมง
any of the airports we went to was working. Like
ดีนะ
the
ว่า
escalators and the
เมื่อ
elevators.
กี้นั่งไป10 นะ
Oh, that was a workout.
10 อยู่นะ
ดูหนังไม่จบสักเรื่อง เพราะว่าก่อไปก่อมา
ฉันก็เล่นเกมเลย
เดี๋ยวดูก่อน
อะไร
น้อยมาก เพราะว่าเล่นเกมฮอกวอตส์แล้วผ่านไม่ได้ แล้วมันต้องดู YouTube แล้ว
Oh.
บางคนไม่มีเน็ต
ก็เลยดู YouTube
เดี๋ยว
ไม่
ดู
ได้
เดี๋ยวดูก่อน เล่นต่อไม่ได้
อ๋
อ่ะ
อ
น้อยมาก
มันก็ต้องแบบว่าเป็นไปตามแบบว่าตามเควสใช่ไหม เป็นแบบ
แบบว่า
ตัวเนื้อเรื่อง
มิส
ใช่ไหม
รี่คือ
โอ้ยร้อนนะ อยากถอดเสื้อ
ของฝากซื้อที่นี่
Go
ได้
ahead.
หมดเลย
Yoshi.
If you must.
ตอนกลับรอทันเฟอร์ที่นี่ป่ะอันเลิศ
ก็เลยไม่ต้องเป็นห่วงเรื่องเซอร์วิสเนี่ยซื้อที่นี่ก็เลย
เลิศเลิศเลิศเลิศ
กลับไหมล่ะ
กลับ
กลับกรุงเทพเลย
เที่ยวเลยอย่าเพิ่งรีบ
sorry วันนี้จับอะไรก็สปาร์กหมดเลย
ไม่อากาศมันหนาวไง ตัวเราแห้งอ่ะเราไม่ได้ทาครีมทาอะไร
เหมือนว่าใจเราสปาร์ก
มีน้ำหอม
What did he say? He was
I don't know.
whining.
ใช่เหรอ
He was
Wait, I have
whining,
to go
but
back. He
totally
was
missed
being
it.
because he did this. He was making the spark comment about hearts, and he didn't play along.
จับอะไรก็สปาร์กหมดเลย
ไม่อากาศมันหนาวไง ตัวเราแห้งอ่ะเรา
I'm
ไม่
gonna
ได้
pause
ทา
so we
ครี
can
ม
read.
ทาอะไร
เหมือนว่าใจเรา
Wait.
มีน้ำหอม
Oh, damn it!
He said.
What did he say?
He said he didn't play along.
He just
Why did he?
did that? It was because of our.
Oh my god!
It's over. It's
It's over. Why didn't he just say it's because of our hearts?
I can't. Billy.
That's the drama queen. Oh my god. 10 out of 10 no
มี
notes.
น้ำหอม
Wait, he talks too fast. He said we're sparking and our hearts were in sync like this. Oh my god! Oh my god, Billy!
Meanwhile, Babe's in the background just like, it's so hot.
เราไปขึ้นเค
I
รื่อง
need to put on some
ใช่
perfume
เหร
and
อ
some
เครื่
cream.
อง
ที่
นี่เราก็เดินไป
เตอ
เรื่อย
ร์กิสเหมือนเดิม
He said he was already in a bad mood.
เบอร์ลินตอนนี้ก็1 ทุ่มที่นี่นะแต่ถ้าที่เมืองไทยก็5 ทุ่ม 5 นาทีแล้ว
5 ทุ่มแล้วเลยไม่ได้นอนเลยอ่ะ
แล้วนั่นเนี่ย
คือฟังนะ ร้อนมาก
ไหนเย็น
เย็นกี่โมง แกเขาเปิดให้เข้าแล้วไปกันดีกว่าจ้าคนอ่ะขึ้นเครื่องแล้วว้ายไฟดับแล้ว คือหลังจากนี้เราก็น่าจะถึงที่เบอร์ลินประมาณ3 ทุ่ม 4 ทุ่มไม่เกินทุ่มแล้วถึงเสร็จก็เดี๋ยวเราไปกินข้าวเย็นกันอีก
เรียกว่าข้าวดึกข้าวเช้าเมืองไทยเลย
เพราะว่าเวลาประเทศไทยมันคือเวลา 5:00
ก็เตรียมปลาต้องโกะกินน้ำเต้าหู้
เท่ากับว่าเราตื่น 5:00 ถึง 5:00 24 ชั่วโมงในการเดินทาง
ถึงปุ๊บเราหลับ
Oh, he looks so sleepy.
Yeah, it's rough.
ตี 1
ที่ 1แล้วฉันเปลี่ยนเวลาแล้ว
Playing his game.
เปลี่ยนเวลาเป็นเวลาเบอร์ลินแล้ว
มันจะได้หลอกสมองว่าตอนนี้ยัง
Was that a Switch OLED? Damn, he fancy.
ต้องมีทุกคน6 โมงเองดูสิใครง่วงนอน
Look who's sleepy. We really just walked through the airport and all.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in it now.
We are fully slice of lifing it.
They were like, guys, we took control. They will not edit us this time.
ถึงแล้ว
If we don't see a bidet, they are way too close to us.
แรกง่วงนอนมาก
อากาศเย็น
It hasn't come up again.
ง่วงนอน
I think that Babe was just real excited about his bidet.
Yeah.
ตื่นเลยเหรอ
นี่เลยแบบ
His hair is all messed up.
เออ
Now they're
ค่อยถูก
cold.
ต้องหน่อยอากาศนี้กำลังรูขุมขนปิดเลยตอนนี้กำลังเดิน
Did he hear me talk about his hair?
ฉันชอบมากเลยแก
He's like, hold on, I gotta fix myself. Kelly said I looked a mess.
ตี 4 แล้ว
ตอนนี้คือตี 4
I'm exhausted from this trip.
Yeah.
Babe is so cute. He has the cutest nose.
เจ้าของประเทศเขายังใส่ขนาดนี้
Like, I'm also, as I said, I'm just a sucker for a little bucket hat.
เปิดกระเป๋าอ่ะ
กระเป๋าใส่นู่นนี่ก่อนนี่แหละ
Oh, yeah, they said they were going to change into warm clothes at the airport. Oh, pretty. These are stock photos for sure.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
เริ่มแบบว่าหนาวก็กอดกันเลย
นี่นะทุกคนพอดีอุ้ยตัวอ้วนเลยอ่ะลองกินดู
นี่โอ้โหสถาปัตยกรรมที่สวยงามของที่นี่ ไม่น่าเชื่อ
ทำไมอ่ะ
ว่าเขาจะเป็นเมืองที่แบบมันขนาดนี้จริงๆอ่ะท้องเรา
ไม่
All right. Okay.
Okay. That was a journey.
Dude, that was. That's not
that was-
what I expected.
That was also 1,000% just them.
It was
Like,
just them.
it was just them. And also, like, if you remember at the end of the first season, they started having like very clear sponsors every episode.
Yeah.
And there was no product placement. Babe was just excited about his bidet.
You know, I'm glad he got because we don't know the brand. Babe, what
We
brand
don't know
bidet?
nothing.
What if we want to travel bidet?
Yeah, what if I need a travel bidet? Help a bitch out. What do you need?
They
But
didn't
like,
get to go to the bathroom. Billy was very concerned that it wasn't there with them. We know the size of the bidet. We know the power of the bidet.
yeah, it squirts multiple times.
We
It's
also,
very,
apparently
it's very strong. A little scratchy.
Apparently, no one's getting pregnant.
No one's getting pregnant. They're probably trying though.
The way he was like, "You would get pregnant." I was like, "Billy, calm down."
Cool. So it is BillyBabe.
He seemed really disappointed that no one was getting pregnant.
Give it a couple of years. We'll figure
Oh
it
my
out.
gosh. And then that whole he could have just said it was our hearts.
He got so sulky. His little. Why didn't he just say it? Babe is just in the background.
It's
Bill is
over.
having an internal crisis, just like, why didn't you just say it was our hearts?
I cannot wait to watch them
could've just-
react to
oh,
that.
God.
That's gonna be so funny.
Oh,
He could have just said it was
he
our
could have
hearts.
just said it was our hearts.
It's over.
Oh, I need to put on some cream. My skin's a little dry.
There's perfume over there.
Oh, this is a pretty airport, Billy.
Billy's
Does not
going
love
through-
me. I have been abandoned.
just our hearts, they form electricity.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I like
Oh.
them so much.
It's just I'm obsessed with them.
Oh, they're good stuff. I'm so happy there's a season 2.
I am
Just
too.
as
I'm
is it
so
good
glad we
as
got a second
a
season.
decent, wow, this is going to be. They're making this content stretch. I was like, oh, we're on the plane. Oh, we're on another plane.
Ugh. And
We had
like
the meals.
this, they dropped this quick too. Like
They
they just
did.
announced this. When I saw the announcement, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool! I wonder if they're like filming it now or something." And then then I looked at the post and it said February 17th, and I was like, "Hold on."
I think they were smart about it this time because they got ahead of it. So they've got, if this was the first, that was back in November. They've got months of stuff. So we're going to get our translations on time.
Mhm.
It can be a little, because they were literally filming like the week before it
Mhm.
dropped. Like we would see them out and about, and then the next week that
That would
activity
be
they did.
that would be the MumuTofu, and it would be like.
So
And I remember last season, every day us checking back. I'd be giving you constant updates.
yeah,
It's 11:30. We still don't have subtitles.
yeah.
12:30. We don't have subtitles. We got subtitles.
I also was thinking about, oh wait, oh no, my brain. Shoot, it was something cute from the beginning. Oh, it's gone. Damn it. There was the pregnant. There was the. Oh, it's gone. Damn it. Okay. If I think about it later, it had something to do with something Babe was talking about. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone. Damn it. Damn it. It was really, really cute. Something Babe was saying about them in the beginning. Anyway, yeah, this was super cute. I'm glad they're back. It feels like it's on their own terms. Babe is always, now I remember what it is. Babe is always like, nobody cares. Because remember, Billy said that she caught us flirting. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, she doesn't care.
Yeah. That's fine.
How he continues to like affirm that no one cares. We could do what we want. It's because it was one of the reaction videos last season, where he was like, everybody knows, no one cares. Everybody knows and no one cares. It's out. He said it's all out there now. They all know and no one cares.
Mhm.
So I think people who don't watch it all the way through don't understand why those of us who do are so like confident in what we're seeing.
Yeah. Like if you're paying attention, there is no hint of doubt. We know what we're seeing. Like
I was curious.
it is what it is. Also, I have not seen any of the Journey of Friendship or whatever the moniker
Yeah,
for
I'm
season
going
1
back.
was.
This thing is yelling at me to take a training. I'm going. Wait, why is my history not showing up? What the heck? What the heck? Sorry, my YouTube's being insane. What the heck? I wasn't going to show. I'm trying to just go to see. My history is not showing up. Why?
That's weird.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I just want to see if it's MumuTofu Story. Yeah, it does say from Rumi became bestie. Yeah, it still says it.
Okay.
But
Well,
there's no link to a bidet.
no link to a bidet.
I mean, I don't like I always go back to, and I know everybody has their own like way of processing things, but I always go back to Thaw Off-Road when they were at Songkran and the woman asked them if they were a couple and they said we're celebrities, we can't be a couple. To me, that was the loudest, clearest response, but I know even people then took that literally.
Mm-hmm.
But it was basically like, we can't say what we are. If you're looking for us to make it clear for you, that's not what celebrities do in Thailand. That's not. And I think because some. Oh, go ahead.
We can't physically say that specifically. We're just gonna let you draw your own conclusions.
And I think because some couples are loud about it, they expect everyone to be. And I just think it just depends on what your comfort level is being in the public eye. Because, there's Tor, who was in Midnight Museum, and he was in a 14 or 12 year relationship that he kept secret. Fans found his girlfriend, but he never publicly discussed her ever. And then they broke up and he had no intention of talking about it. And, people suspect a lot of it was because fans were stalking her, even though he never talked about her. And he broke down in the interview when the press pushed him to discuss it. Like, he had no intention of ever discussing his relationship publicly. And then Yaya and Nadek have been together for 14 years. The same thing, right? They didn't discuss it till they were getting married. So I think just because you see couples that are making that decision doesn't mean it's universal.
Yeah. My brain always goes back to focus less on them saying exactly what they are and more on what they say they definitely aren't. Like the ones who actively say, this is not a ship. This is not fan service.
Don't say
who we are.
When they get mad when you say phenom, yeah, that's a like, I don't want to be considered phenom. Please don't call me that. Like, there's reason for that. There's reason for that. And I do think some people, I see in my comments a lot, some people are worried that acknowledging, like BillyBabe, are being super duper clear as they possibly can. But they still feel like acknowledging that and going, okay, that's what they're saying, that's what this is being a crazy fan. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be one of the Delulu crazy fans. So I'm just not like, but I think you have to follow the actual actors' cues and you can't treat them all the same. It doesn't work like that. Like, go off-road.
You can be so worried about not being disrespectful by assuming things that you go back around to be
disrespectful.
Be disrespectful by actively ignoring how they're asking to be treated. You know what I mean? Like, you can go full back around to being disrespectful. And I think that's where a lot of people accidentally, like with some people.
Good intentions. Yeah.
Some people not, but there are definitely people who are like, I have the best of intentions, so I'm going to just not assume anything. And by doing that, you are actively disregarding how these people want to be acknowledged and how they want to be treated, and are circling back around to being disrespectful accidentally.
Yep. They like with Thaw Off-Road, you have people who are like, everything is fake. You have to say it's fake. You have to acknowledge that this is all fan service. But Thaw Off-Road do not want you to do that with them. They have said they are not a ship because they're not. They are not a ship. They didn't, nothing about their, it's interesting when Sarah gave the download to my sister, she was like, oh, this helps me understand so much more. And then my sister Nikki didn't know either that nothing about what they did had anything to do with BL. So when you know, just because they did ABL, this is what we do, they then got lumped into that form of thinking. And they're like, but their getting together had nothing to do with any of that. It's because of their relationship that they got a series. And the same thing with Bilkin and Pee-Pee. It's because of their relationship that they got a series. They didn't, you know, they weren't shopping themselves for a series. They were working separately. Even Earth Mix came to work with Earth. It wasn't like that was created and then the show was done. So I don't know. I feel like, and that's hard because not everybody's going to take the time to learn the individual stories of all these people. I get that too. I get it.
So
it's
some people
hard.
are just there for the shows, and I respect that. I used to be one of those people, and then I became friends with you guys, and I started like learning all the lore and the history of these people, and I was like, oh, okay, there's so much more here, and I want to know all of it.
I think also people make it like it's weird to want to know about them. That also I have a problem with. I don't like the othering of BL actors. If we treat them like other actors, and so if you never watch a behind the scenes of a show, if you never watch an actor interview about like where they came from or an actor roundtable, and that's how you engage in entertainment, and so then you do the same thing in BL, then that's you being honest about your, you know, who you are. But for me, I have always interacted in behind the scenes. I watched the Where Are They Now stories. I watched the stories of like, he grew up in a small town and so, took his first dance class at I watch all of that stuff, which goes into their dating histories and all those other, that's part of those, just knowing who that actor is and how they came to be. That stuff's interesting to me. So I'm going to do it with these are still actors. I think there's this weird othering of BL that we treat them differently. They're actors. So I'm going to learn their story. And sometimes their stories intertwine. And sometimes, you know, they become integral parts of their partner's lives outside of work. And so to me, I will treat that as it is. I will not treat that as a coworker just doing work, right? Like if you're at their family reunion and you're traveling with their family, you know, and you live in their house for years, that's different. And I'm not going to treat that like it's not real to fulfill some BL terminology. I don't know.
That is when family starts getting involved, that is always my like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Like, because you're not taking Brenda from HR to your parents, you know, summer vacation.
Exactly.
That's not a thing that you do. That's just not, it doesn't matter how close you are to Brenda from HR. She doesn't go on vacation with you. That's just not you. She's not friends with your parents. You know, she doesn't have a relationship with your siblings. That's just not how that works.
I think I wanted to like have this conversation because if you are coming to watch this with us, we're not going to treat them as a farce or fake or any of these other things.
No.
But it also doesn't mean that we're detached from reality or that we're going to be crazy. You know, that's not the definition of crazy, is to treat them as they're asking to be treated. And these two have been very, very adamant that they want to be treated a specific way. And it's really important to them. And so I'm not going to turn around and treat it all as a joke, you know, or as like this other thing when they've fought for this series. They fought for how it's filmed, how they fought for how they've been represented in it. They've even for the photo book, for their they fought for their fan meets. They have had to fight ever since the sign to be taken seriously and for their relationship to be taken seriously. So I'm gonna take it seriously. And I think you can do that. I hope people can watch it and see you can do that in a way that is not crazy, that is healthy. Like if they choose to part ways, I'll be sad, but I'm not gonna like, I'm not stalking their friends. I'm not like in their DMs. Like that's not part. You can be respectful of what they're asking you to refer to them as without doing all the other stuff.
Still be a normal person who has like
Right.
a regular grasp on on reality. Like if you're coming to a reaction looking for people who are gonna like constantly refer to this as like, oh, look at this ship work. This is an interesting play that they're doing. That's not gonna be us. That's not gonna be what you're seeing from us, because we both have been watching. Like this is the first pair that I will actively say like I have been watching. I know what their story is, and I can talk like intelligently and knowledgeably about them and their history, and I'm gonna treat them the way that they wish to be treated. And if that is not a thing that is okay with somebody, that's an issue. That's not an issue to me.
And I mean, I always say I will never tell you how to feel or what to think. If that's your bag, cool. Do you, but that's just, I just want to be clear and upfront about how we will be watching this. We're not going to dismiss it or treat them like they're not. I mean, we literally just watch them walk through the airport, and they're not selling you something in this. They're really not. It's just them being them.
Just a full slice of life. This was no different than a couple vlog you would see from any of the other like queer couple vlogs that you see. Lucas and Kibo or any of them this is the same content as that to me.
And when they are being lovey-dovey, that doesn't negate it all of a sudden. And I hear that they're doing too much. I've heard so many people say, oh, BillyBabe are doing too much. If you watch this, that is Billy's default. I don't think he knows how to do less.
Yeah. Billy
is not in him.
He is just Cuddlebug. That is who he is in his soul. He likes to be physically and emotionally affectionate at all times with his people. That's just who he is.
This is the chillest I've seen him. And I almost was going to say, oh, he's super chill this one. And then the end came and he was like, it's over.
It's over.
It's over. He could have just said it with our hearts.
Oh, God.
I feel like Jung, Billy, Boss, though they're all cut from the same cloth. For like all cut from the same cloth.
Oh God, Fort, yeah. 1,000%.
Fort is a level of needy that I admire. But I'm needy, but with boundaries. Like when I saw that interview and they were like, why does Pete seem, more chill with you? And he's like, we talked and I learned. And he's like, if I give him the space he needs when he needs it, then when we're together, he's not as like, leave me alone because I left him alone. And so then when we are together, we could be together. But he's like, I got to give him, I can't be all up under him 24/7. That's basically what he was saying. I was doing too much.
Yeah. He learned his boundaries in his space and he learned how to interact with a person. And it appears to be working out for him quite well.
But I appreciate that he even let us know, like we had to have a conversation and he had to tell me like what works for him so that we can, so he needs to decompress. He wants time with his family. Like he was like, all of those things are really important to him. So I can't occupy all his time. I can't be that person. And so I was like, oh, that's healthy. That's really good to hear. I don't know. I feel like you have to treat, even if whether they're a relationship or a partnership, there's often more times than not friendship that is underneath that because you are spending that much time
together. Just so much time together. These people are together just like near constantly when
Near
they're
con-
working.
It's a lot. And I know that a lot of people feel like we just got to get rid of it. We have to end it. We don't want this thing. Everything will get better if we just get rid of it. But then I look at Perth and Santa and how they both are just so happy. They're like, oh, we finally found a partner that works. And that's healthy too. You can go from job to job to job and not find a job that fits you right, or you do what you need to do to get through this moment or that moment, or it's good in some ways but not maybe for the long run. And for both of them, they seem to feel like in this moment, at least, it could change, that's life, but in this moment specifically, Perth is like, oh, okay, this is what I've been looking for. I finally got the thing that all the other people around me got, and now I want this for like, he doesn't. But the thing is, he doesn't want to be alone. He has said how lonely he has been over and over and over again. Like, the thing that people wish for because they think it'll fix everything is not actually what some of these guys want. They do not want to be alone. They do not want to be without a partner. It is lonely. It is scary. The entertainment world is tough.
There is, I think that people like can discount the security that comes with having a ship partner, because
Mhm.
when you have a ship partner, like whatever your relationship with them is, you know that there is someone who is going to be in your corner, because
Mhm.
their best interest is your best interest and your best interest is their best interest. So you have someone in this industry which can be very confrontational and very cutthroat. You know that you have someone who is going to have your back, and I think a lot of them really value that level of security, because we've seen people who have like bounced from partner to partner who will actively speak about being like, God, I wish I could just get
Right.
a
Steady partner.
steady partner.
And some of them it doesn't work, like Pond that was in Forever You. He's happy in his situation. He likes moving. Like, I think the actors should define it, not we need to fix this problem by ending this ship thing. I don't think that's the answer people think it is. And what was I gonna say? Oh shoot. I also think, like, I know we all look at First Cow and how they share money, and we're like, because relationship, like, clearly. But also, there is a protection in that, because there can be, companies, as we've seen with Tempo and things like that, and managers who try to cause division. And I think in the way that I just thought of this right now, in the way that they split their money, and even when they're not working together, it creates sort of a pact between them that makes it difficult for a manager or anyone else to come in and mess with their stuff, because they have their own agreement financially that ties them in a way that, because managers will mess with stuff. Managers can have a favorite. All of that happens outside of fandom.
Seen that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not, sometimes it's nothing to do with fandom, right? It's just inner working stuff. So I think some of them are getting wise and getting smart. And if they really feel like you're the person I want to be working with, like Off Gun, they do not want to be working with anybody else. And I don't care what anyone says, they do not want that partnership to end. They each have value that they get from the other person that makes their partnership work. And so they're not sad to be together. They're not like, oh,
they're
God,
not like,
I can't wait
oh
for this
man, we're doing our 6th paying job together. Damn it. I can't believe we have all this steady work with each other. Like, that's not a thing.
No. and now they've gotten to the point where they have some control over the projects that they do. And so you see them, like, Gunn spent last year picking projects that he thought would highlight Off, because he felt like he wanted Off to be able to shine and wait. Like, that's why we got Cooking Crush, because he wanted Off to shine. And even the other one, the trainee was opportunity. And I think some people didn't like how Gunn was a little low key in those two, and they weren't specifically his wheelhouse. But he has spoken publicly about the fact that that was on purpose, because he he felt like Off always deferred to him, took on the projects that he would, that really fit him. And so he made the choice. I want to highlight Off. Like, that's the stuff. I think fans create their own story about what's happening, but they do actually tell you in these interviews if you take the time. I know
If you
not
listen.
everybody will, but if you listen, they're very clear about their purpose, about like Off Gun are both fashion people. So outside of what we see, they really complement each other in the fashion world. Off once, if he wasn't an actor, would be a stylist, like, which makes sense when you look at how Gunn is on the edge of fashion constantly. I don't know how we got here, but I do think it's an important. I think we do need to level set. I was thinking about it as we watched it. People come in at different stages of this with different ideas of how to, everybody has their own way of approaching this side of things. And because this is a reality show and not a series, and that we both have talked and taken time and are on the same page and how we approach BillyBabe, I just can feel somebody coming in.
Yeah. We just want y'all to be on the same page as us, or at least know what page we're on, so that if you come with some bullshit in the comments and we match your energy, you're not surprised.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, where did this come from? I didn't know this is how. No, we told you, babes.
Yeah. You're not going to teach us something or change our minds. I've been in this a long time. I understand.
I promise you in the comments, Kelly has forgotten more about this than you will ever know.
My brain retains a lot of stuff and I can consume a lot of information just naturally. I also think that like people think, oh, you spend all this time. I have a full-time job, I have a full life. I do all that other stuff. I just really, I don't know. I can consume a lot of information. I've always been this way. I just switched it to BL. I was always this way. Entertainment industry, how it works, just interests me. It's my interest. Everybody has a special interest. This is mine. And I just focus it on BL right now because that's still, I'm shocked it hasn't. So usually I have lost interest by now and I have not. Because it's a changing, emerging industry. And they are coming into their own. And I like to be on the cutting edge of something as it happens. That's exciting.
Yeah. I feel like I always discover things right at the beginning of when they start getting popular. I'm never like the first person to find things. I'm always like the second big, like the first big wave. And I feel like that's kind of where I was with BL, because I started watching like February of 2022, I think.
Oh, okay. So that's Bad Buddy time period, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I feel like I kind of came in and it feels like I have
before that.
I didn't start watching live things until I had like very much depleted the backlog. So it's hard for me to know like what was airing when I first came around, because I was like, I can't even think about things that are airing right now because there's so much. Like I remember just looking at the GMMTV catalog and being like, how am I gonna ever get through all of this? And then
I'm impressed with the people that came in and knocked a ton out. Like my sister, I did not expect her to go through that catalog so quickly, and she just be like, okay, yeah.
When you first get into it and you see there's this the first show that like really sparks for you, and then you're just like constantly chasing that, and there's such a wide breadth of stuff out there now that you're just like, I want to consume, I want to know it, I want to see it all, I want to see this just vast array of things. And you get very excited about it. Like there was a time where I was knocking out series as like 3 a week.
Jeez. I'm saying geez. I'm sure I did it too. Because I've watched almost everything, but I'm very discerning. So
not.
I know you're not. I won't watch. I'll get like 2 episodes in and be like, I'm like, it's really interesting because I'm okay. We do have to end soon because I need to get some food together. But I'm having a good time on TikTok talking about the boy next world. And so I'm confusing people because I'm very excited when I talk about it, and they come in and they want to talk about Maine's world and like all the, and then I usually like make them sad because I'm like, yeah, I don't know that stuff.
I don't need that. I'm
And I
just
was like,
this show.
I was like, I watched that show and then washed it out my brain. So sorry. I am not a Tharn type girl. And so they were like, yeah, they get really excited. And I felt bad because I understand really loving something and getting super excited about it. And then the person's just like, yeah, no. No, that's a no for me. I just really like these actors. And no, I actually am really enjoying The Boy Next World.
I am as well.
I love 4P. I love Boss Noel. I'm going to watch what they do. And it's just a bonus if it's good, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I'm at. I would be excited to see, I'm not going to lie. It would be, because it's different from a company, just a company. They're only done the work of this writer. And I would really love to see, the same way Max Nat, getting to see them outside of like the machine of Demundi and doing something different. To get to see those guys stretch their acting with another writer director would be, that's not how the main world works.
Yeah.
But it would be so exciting because I feel like they're going to run out of, it's not sustainable.
No. What
they're doing with the main story. So, but she holds on. So I just don't know we're way off topic.
We are. We got to end. You got to eat.
I got to eat. We love BillyBabe.
We do.
Come on this journey with us. I'm so excited. I just adore them. This is going to take us to their new show. So that's going to be great. We're here for season 2.
Yes.
Let's go. MumuTofu.
MumuTofu.
Okay. All right. We're going to say goodbye.
Bye.